Alright, so I'm here on Frazier Mountain right now, and as you can see, there's a cabin foundation right here. And well, the cabin was probably standing about 30 years ago, but I believe this one was burned down by the Forest Service because you can see there's some charred wood right there, but none of the trees or the rest of the forest is charred. And I heard rumors that the Forest Service burned down a ton of buildings around here. So I'm guessing that that's what happened here. You can see there's actually some melted glass on the ground. But there's pretty much just a bunch of scattered metal and sheet metal. This is actually the outline of the cabin. It starts over here, and then it goes down over here, and then cuts back over there. And you can see right there is a bed spring, and there's just a ton of cans and pieces of glass around here. Like this may have been part of the stove pipe, and this looks like a gas can. Or actually you can still see the label on it. However, I can't make it out. Right over here is some broken pottery. You can see it has some floral designs on it. And right here is a cable. Not sure what they were using that for. The mine is on that ridge across over there. I'm going to check that out later, but I'm just going to keep poking around here, see if I find anything interesting. You can see the debris field is scattered all over this area, and again you can see the charred pieces of wood that probably made up the cabin. And right here, this might have been another part of the stovepipe. And you can actually see they constructed the cabin out of raw lumber. You can see the notch right there. There's actually a nail sticking out of this piece of wood. And I didn't notice this before, but right over here is some sort of a metal joint. Maybe this was part of a cot or something. I'm not too sure. I found two things that I thought were pretty cool. This looks like the lid of some sort of jar. Has some cool design on it. And this right here, this looks like it was part of an old dynamite box. You can see the dovetailed end right there. This would have been the side of the box. So yeah, there's a lot of cool old stuff over here. I've also seen some soldered cans, so I think this site is pretty old. You can see a gas can right here. Yep, it's still got its lid on it. And let's go look over here. I can see a bunch of cans. Okay, so right here I found an old can. I'm not sure if these are the soldered kinds or not. It definitely looks very old. You can see to pour the liquid out, they poked a hole right there and poked a small vent hole right over there to make it easier. And I think when you see a can with this dot on there, that means it's soldered. I'm not too certain though. And this looks like an old paint can. Okay, so there's a lot more cans over here. This was probably the trash dump. You can see the this ceramic thing, some sort of bowl. There's actually writing on the bottom. Okay, what does this say? I can't read it. It's too faint. And this was definitely an old soldered can, I think. Oh yeah, that is definitely soldered. You can see that it's soldered that lid on there. And we have another big pail over here. It's always fun to poke around the trash dumps. I mean, some people might think it's boring, but I enjoy doing it. And I think I saw some more stuff over here. Yep, there's some pieces of pottery over here. You can see this is the bottom of a plate or bowl, and there's actually a part of a teacup right here. The handle's still on there, and there's another plate with a floral design. And when in doubt, pinky out. Okay, so I'm back at this piece of wood that I thought was a cot, and I just saw that there's actually the rest of it here. You can see this joint right here, and it goes all the way up here, and there's another part of the cot right over there. So yeah, I missed it the first time, but it's pretty cool. Alright, so I found something pretty cool right here. I don't know if the camera will be able to make it out, but this is an old Union Carbide can lid. Carbide was used in carbide lamps, and they dissolved the carbide in water, and that would produce hydrogen gas, I believe, and that would burn in their lamps. And right over here, I found this bottle. It says 3.5 on it, and I'm not sure how old it is because it has this like plastic lid, but it looks like it's been out here for a really long time. I'm not sure though. But we're gonna go show you the mine next. It's just right up this ridge. Okay, so I'm approaching one of the adits at this mine right now. You can see the large waste rock pile. And right over here is a massive piece of quartz. That was probably the ore that they were mining. So let's go see what's up here. Okay, so it looks like the adit is completely caved in. You can see the big crater where the slope just slid into the portal. And it doesn't look like you could dig that one out either. That'd be really difficult. But it actually looks like there's another large waste rock pile above this one. So I'll see you up there. Okay, so I'm at the upper adit right now, and this one is caved in as well, unfortunately. Right here, right where the portal used to be, there's some wooden logs. Maybe that was part of the portal structure. I'm not certain, but out here it looks like they stockpiled a crap ton of ore. There's a ton of quartz in here and really mineralized looking rock. So I'm guessing they hauled this out of the mine, but they never processed it. I wonder how much gold is in these rocks. So yeah, it was unfortunate that the adits are collapsed, but the view is extraordinary up here. And that's actually a Lockwood Valley down there.